Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. This game I'm going to be playing as Trevenant. I've been doing really good with tanks this season so far, so I figured I'd keep the ball rolling with that. I'm going to start with Will-O-Wisp because it is Trevenant's highest damaging ability until you get to Woodhammer. I'm only going to be taking 2 of the Bumblebees, and then I'm going to go straight over to the enemy side of the lane to try and get some stacks. The Decidueye and the Score Bunny are fighting over the contested uh, farm. Meanwhile, I get 2 stacks of my Eos Cookie and my attack weight. I'm going to be trying to go for this other Bumblebee, the last of the uncontested farm, and I do manage to get it, but I feel like if I take it, I will die for the 3rd stack, so I'm going to say not worth and just back off. We are fighting for the contested Dino right there, and I think my Score Bunny did manage to get that. Hopefully. The enemy Mimikyu is pretty low, so we get a little bit of a reprieve from the fighting. My Score Bunny is going to go get, or was going to, but then decided to come back for the spawns. I get 2 of the little ones. I did not get the last little one, and the enemy team gets the big Altaria. So we kill the enemy Mimikyu, and we're going to push up onto the point for some scores and some extra pressure. The enemy Rowlet does go down by some good aggression from my Score Bunny. I do get my 4th stack, and I'm about to get my 5th stack, and then I'm going to leave this platform just to kind of reset. I have to stun the enemy team, and then I make a hasty retreat to my side of the lane because the enemy jungler, the Dragapult, has come down to the bot lane. We do catch out the enemy Dragapult with the Woodhammer, but I have to back off as I almost go down. Very close. I grab both citrus berries and then I just heal up off of the platform. My friendly Cinderace is also pretty low, but not quite there, but pretty close. I Woodhammer into the bush just to bush check, so to see if anyone is in there. No one was in there, so I'm just gonna go heal up on my platform. So the little spinning thing I was doing where I was going on and off the platform, it makes it so you heal a little bit faster from the platform, and I do get my 6th and final stack. The enemy Rowlet almost goes down, but not quite, and me and the Cinderace have to back off. I get 2 of the little ones yet again, but not the final one, and I did not mean to grab the Altaria and push it towards the enemy team, but that is what happened. My Cinderace is now a fully evolved Cinderace, so that means we'll be able to be much more aggressive and they'll do a lot more in these team fights. I managed to get a 4-point score, not too big, but I figured might as well in the heat of the action. I'm going to apply pressure on the back line, and the enemy Trevenant pushes me towards their Dragapult, which I'm pretty sure was it was a little risky because I possibly could have killed the enemy Dragapult with that. I barely live with just a sliver of HP, and my friendly Cinderace does fall, but the enemy Trevenant falls, but our Crystal falls as well. We do get the bottom objective, the bottom Reggie Steel, so our team is given a 20% damage increase for physical and special attack. I take 2 of the Jungle Farm. I did not mean to take that buff from the Cinderace. I meant to just leash it. I forgot how much Trevenant's Woodhammer does with just the damage in general. That's my fault. I see the enemy Dragapult caught heavily out, and I go full in on that fight, on this skirmish, and we manage to take down 4 of the enemy team in one fell swoop, as well as obtaining the Regieleki. I don't really want to push this that hard, but the rest of the team does, so I figure might as well just go all in. I scoop up the Dragapult, push him away, and get a really good Woodhammer, almost bringing Dragapult to death. The Regieleki goes in, and we manage to break 2nd tier goal. Now, breaking 2nd tier goal isn't usually the best idea because it opens up a lot of opportunity for the enemy team to kind of fight you off if you get Rayquaza. but it's also a really good way to demoralize the enemy team. If you get a tier 2 goal broken pretty early in the game or around the halfway point of the game like we currently did, it can seriously demoralize an enemy team or your team. Someone usually throws up a surrender vote and they try to get out of the game because they feel like their team or themselves are not playing very well. I am now positioning aggressively to take this farm. The ally Crystal also feels the same way that I do, as well as to kind of push the enemy team off of the bottom objective. But as you can see, as we can see, there was quite a few up in the top side, so I position right here to catch the enemy team if they rotate straight down. Because my team were over on the right side, covering that area, but they decided to go. They come a little bit late. They were probably farming some stuff in the back, so we just fight for what we can, and I use my Unite to pick up a kill on the enemy Dragapult. I also CC the enemy Trevenant, so my Dragapult can get some really easy damage off. I'm now going to try to farm for my Unite because I'm going to need it back for the Rayquaza fight. Trevenant's ult, or Unite, if you do not know what it does, it is a big AoE cast at the targeted location where it knocks up everyone in there. Any enemy hit takes increased damage from auto attacks, which is what my Cinderace and my Dragapult are heavily reliant on, as well as it gives a shield to any ally in the cast radius as well as myself. So the enemy team is now pushing up on the Regieleki. It is going to reset here in a second. There it goes. So we're going to be just trying to push the enemy off of the objective as best as we can. I am a little bit low, so I go back for a couple heal ticks. Not too many, just enough to make it so I'm above half HP and able to fight. The enemy Trevenant is kind of really out of position and falls pretty quickly. The rest of the enemy team is just now respawning, and we managed to get the Regieleki very quickly, and then they just decide to surrender. They really didn't want to be a part of this match. They were kind of just getting raffle stomped the whole game. My team was very well coordinated. They were applying a good pressure without going too overboard and just dying. So obviously my team wins, even by a considerable point turn-in lead, which is very nice. Here's the damage. I hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, or night, and I will see you all in the next one.